Hello everyone. So today we're going to be going over how to use Axium to complete everything for your first cleaning. So assuming you saw your patient a couple weeks ago or something, you did a recall exam, usually the first step in their treatment plan will be periodontal. So you'll either be doing a cleaning or a periodontal maintenance or scaling root planing. So what you would do is you would log into Axium as always and find your patient. This you would do before the patient even comes in. So you're just reviewing, making sure that you have everything that you need to see the patient. So you would find your patient. Let's say I use this one. Go in. Now, if you're going to do a periodontal procedures, there is a few things that you kind of want to look at. The first one, which is relevant to all patients, is the medical history. So go into your forms, find your medical history form, which was completed at the recall, and just review it. Make sure you know everything about your patient before they come in. And once they come in, you're going to ask them to, again, review everything on here. Also, for your periodontal procedures, you're going to want to look at the perio chart before they come in. So click on perio. You can always click right here, and that'll show you the entire periodontal chart. Now, this is helpful mostly because you can see where the different probing depths are. If you have like 3, 2, 3s, then you know your R3, R4 is going to be just fine. If you have 4s and 5s, then maybe you're going to consider using a Gracie there or numbing the patient to get a little deeper and see if there's any calculus there. The last thing that you should do to check for calculus is also to look at the bite wings. On the bite wings, we can see if there's been any bone loss and if there's any clinically evident calculus. So you would just click on My Packs over here and open up an FMX of the patient. And let's see. And usually the bite wings are sufficient really to look for a calculus. And I'm going to give you one little trick that the faculty often use. And that is they open up a bite wing x-ray, say like this. Then they take this, do you see this little magnifying glass? You can click on it, and that'll zoom you into the different parts. So we can see there's no calculus really evident on this patient, which is good. So that means you aren't really worried about using your Gracies, most likely no scaling and root planing necessary, more of just a general prophy. So now that you've reviewed the chart, you're ready to bring your patient in. So patient comes in, you sit them down, open up your Axium, open up your medical history, ask the patient if there's been any changes. If there have not been any changes, you just click no, yes, right here on the reviewed medical history. So you want to click no and then yes. Then this will turn red again. At that time you click on it. Actually, before you click on it, you also want to go to the medication list. And same thing, check with the patient, has anything changed? If no, then click no and yes. Then this will be red, click on it, and have the patient sign. Now you're ready to get your start check. You find one of your faculty. You can use the perio faculty also for this. Walk them over, introduce your patient. Usually you say the gender, the age, significant medical history, significant medication with side effects, and what your procedure is for today. The faculty then will give you approval on the medical history. So this approve button will be available. You'll click on it and they'll swipe it. Then they need to give you a start check. So your name in the corner here on the lower left is going to be bright red. So you'll click on it and then you will drag the procedure that you're doing today from the left column to the right column. I can't do it at this time since it's not an appointment, but it'll be very self-explanatory. You just click the red name, which is your name, then move the procedure and then click approve. Then your name will turn green. That means you're ready to do the procedure. You have all the approvals to do it. So at this point, you're free. You just go ahead, you do everything you need to do, your cleaning, your scaling, root planing, whatever it is, with no checks. When you're done with the entire procedure, then you would, and you've cleaned the patient up, they're all ready to go, You bring the perio faculty usually, or your main clinic faculty if it's just a prophy, over, and they're going to check. So they go through the mouth, they check everything, and now they just want to complete the procedure for you, assuming that you're all done. So you need two things to complete the procedure. The first one is the actual procedure itself. So to find that, you would go to the In Progress tab. You would click on the procedure, such as here, Adult Prophy. Then you would right-click and click Complete Treatment. When you click Complete, you also want to put what pod you're in, and then click this button. That completes the treatment. I won't do it here, but that would do it. And you want to have a note. So to do the note, you go into Treatment History, click on this little Add a Note, click General Note always, put in your pod, find the template. So for cleanings, you usually use the Smile Clinic D110. If you're doing periodontal maintenance or scaling root planing, you can actually use the exact same note. The only difference is you're going to want to change the code here to whatever it is. But the note is relevant for all the procedures. Once you're done with that, you would click Add New, and it would pop up. So now you're ready for the faculty to approve that you finished the procedure and your note. So the patient's number down here is going to be bright blue. You'll click on it, and then a screen will pop up where the faculty can swipe. And now you're done with your first cleaning procedure. So one critical thing I also forgot to note was at the very beginning, you should also make sure that the procedure is already treatment planned. Now it's best, of course, for this all to be done during your recall appointment, and it really should be done. So it's very simple to check. You just open the patient's chart, click In Progress, and make sure Prophy or SRP or perio maintenance, whatever it is already treatment planned. If not, then you have to treatment plan it before the patient gets there. And to learn how to do that, you can go back to our recall video to see how that's done.